The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now McCarthy.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Alpha. Right.
Fields. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now Fields going to move him around.
You got
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Go.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Now Fields.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Here we go, Zach. Zach.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Boswell's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Now, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
To the air with McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson, and he goes out right around the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Let's go.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The end result, 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through a 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Open man is Jalen Naylor.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Third and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
Okay, ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Here we go.
That's to the left side where he's got Naylor. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now third down and 6 to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
You got a mini bases. Why not? Tonight.
Here's Fields.
Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Here we go, son.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
EQ. Angel, angel, angel.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go. All right.
Fields now to throw.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Now Chandler.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And he's going to use his legs here.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw McCarthy.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
19 right.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here's McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
19, 18. Let's go.
Here's Chandler. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9.
Back to 60.
They run it with Chandler.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing is McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The 20. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Well, they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd? Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no here, that's going to be a touchback. And
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
60 back, yeah, 60 back.
McCarthy now going to start with a pass. He's going to test this secondary right away. And that is incomplete.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
Here we go, set.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Hawkinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Let's go now.
To the air once more is McCarthy. To the right side here, pass is caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On second down, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. Third down coming up.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Hey, Ken. Say,
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's his third touchdown on the year. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it. Oh, he's got room. Now on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. First carry now for Ty Chandler. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the quarterback this week in practice. He preached the importance of that I have to do a better job protecting the ball. Well, so far here early, it doesn't seem like that's been the case. He's been a little reckless here in the opening quarter, and he's going to have to clean that up throughout the rest of this game.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete on third down. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
That's Washington, the man in motion.
Watch right. Right.
Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. He'll push forward for about a yard. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Tonight.
Off the play action, here's Fields. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Here we go, son.
3rd and 9. Cooper going in motion.
Right.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. They'll run it here with Candler. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. We're good. Alpha. Delta. Tonight.
On the ground is Jalen Warren. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Go.
Here's Harris. The ball's out. The Vikings have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
A carry now for Chandler. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Third and 2, and here's McCarthy. Now for the third time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. Now after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. And as the medical staff looks him over, step aside. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
Fields operating out of the pistol. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Here we go, here we go. 60 back. Ready.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. So, a little extra time to think about what to do on 4th down as we are through quarter number 1. 14-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. On 4th down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
11.
First and 10.
Here we go. Is that all right?
This drive begins with a run by Harris. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Is that all right?
They go play action with Fields. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. That's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Tonight.
Play action now for Fields. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 6.